you the latest news from Bucks County. This is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Cannelli.
This Courier Times Update is brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center in Langhorne, PA. It's your health. Expect more. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Cannelli reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with your news update for Wednesday, April 17th. Our local coverage of the Boston Marathon bombings continues today. In a story at buckscountycouriertimes.com, reporter Joe Chevalier talks to a Ben Salem doctor who was volunteering in the medical tent at the race just a block away from where the first bomb hit at the finish line. Dr. Howard Palamerchek, a podiatrist and professor at Temple University, describes the scene as he went from talking to runners about blisters, dehydration, and shin splints to treating injuries involving shrapnel. And video reporter Alex Finney spoke with a father from Langhorne who ran in the Boston Marathon and who said that while he feels fortunate not to have been injured, his kids are afraid to go back to the event next year.
My kids have said that they might be a little afraid. We don't want them to be afraid. We don't want them to hide when, from something like this. Assuming everything happens correctly and we feel assured that everything is going to be safe next year, then we'll go back, and we want to sort of remove that fear from them.
You can see Alex's full report and Joe's story on our website. Now to a tragic story out of Milford. Police say a man intent on committing suicide in a carbon monoxide-filled garage not only took his own life, but as a result, the lives of his wife and 2 daughters who were overcome by the toxic fumes when they tried to save him. The deceased have been identified as 59-year-old Gary Rittenauer, his wife Michelle, and their daughters Kimberly and Jamie. The girls went to school in Quakertown. District officials said they're providing counseling to high school juniors and 5th grade students. Reporters Bill Devlin, Matt Coughlin, and Lori Mason Schrader have that story online. A woman whose brother was allegedly robbed and pistol whipped tracked down the suspect using social media. The sister searched Facebook and found a photo of 19-year-old Eddie Gray from Bristol Township. The victim identified Gray as the man who pistol whipped him in the parking lot of the Foxwood Manor Apartments in Middletown. Gray allegedly told the man to hand over his phone, wallet, and keys and threatened to kill him. The man suffered head and facial injuries. Gray is being charged with multiple counts of robbery, aggravated assault, and simple assault. Reporter Joe Chevalier tells us in a story at buckscountycouriertimes.com that additional charges are possible since police are trying to identify others who may be involved. For our Bucks County weather, those clouds just won't go away, and you might need a light sweater today because it's a little cooler with a high near 67. The clouds will continue to stick around tonight with the low around 46, and you better get your umbrella ready for tomorrow just in case. There's a slight chance of showers Thursday afternoon with a high near 68. When we come back, video reporter Kimberly Flanders will be stopping by to tell us about her experience with a pet psychic. Just wait until you hear what the pet psychic told her.
Emergencies can be frightening, but now there's a whole new way to treat them. Fast. St. Mary's Emergency Department is designed to treat in minutes, not hours. Immediate assessment. Smarter, faster flow. Care that comes to you. Experts in heart, stroke, trauma, orthopedics, and pediatrics. The speed emergencies need. St. Mary Medical Center. It's your health. Expect more. Visit stmaryhealthcare.org.
For this week's Bucks Best Friends, our Kimberly Flanders and her cat, Mr. Stumbles, get a psychic reading from a woman who claims she can actually talk to your pet. And Kimberly is here with us in the newsroom to talk about that. Thanks for being here, Kimberly. So, how was Mr. Stumbles' experience?
Well, he was definitely very calm through the entire situation. I took him to Cutter's Mill, and we met with Emerald DeCour. She's from Doylestown, and she claims she can talk to your pet. So she actually talked with Mr. Stumbles, and she told me that he's very happy. He's very appreciative of his new life. But she also told me that he likes to watch Western movies. And the last Western I watched was in 1994, so not sure how accurate that was, but she was definitely very insightful.
So what are some reasons that people would bring a pet to a pet psychic?
Well, if your pet's having welfare issues, if you want to know if they're happy, if they're having behavioral issues, then you would bring your pet to her so she can see get to the bottom of those issues. And she can also do these readings with a picture. She can do them over the phone, so your animal does not actually have to be in the flesh like Mr. Stumbles was, but she is monthly at all the Cutter's Mill locations.
Great. Okay, well, thanks again for coming in, and let's take a look and see what the pet psychic had to say in this week's Buck's Best Friends.
So how does it work? Like, do you talk with him? Like, how does it work?
You know, I'm not sure how it works. It's telepathic language. You know, animals do, all of us animals do it together.
We watch a lot of TV together, kind of at night, and so I'm just wondering, what's his favorite thing to watch on TV?
I can't imagine you watching this, Kimmy, but he sends me pictures of westerns.
Westerns?
Yeah. You don't watch that?
No, I don't
you?
know. What is he?
You don't look like that at all.
I don't know. Do you see Law and Order? Special Victims Unit?
No, I don't see that.
Dad, I just want to know if he remembers his life in the shelter and if he appreciates
His life with you.
his new life.
His stomach didn't feel good in the shelter, so that was hard for him. The food didn't agree with him.
When I adopted him, they said he was getting depressed in his cage and he wasn't eating. Oh shoot, I think you're onto something. That's crazy.
If you're a pet lover, you can follow Kimberly's weekly series at buckscountycouriertimes.com. In high school sports, both Neshaminy and Pennsbury's boys volleyball teams were undefeated heading into Tuesday night's rivalry game, but the Falcons won in 4 games to keep their perfect league record intact, and video reporter Jen Wielgus was there as it happened.
Neshaminy rose to the occasion, taking Game 2 from the host Falcons to tie the match at 1 game apiece. But although the Redskins kept it close in Games 3 and 4, Pennsbury was able to avoid a letdown after Friday's big win over Northeastern and take the match 3-1.
And we had a really big win on Friday night against the #1 team in AA. We were very, very excited and happy. It went 5, and we thought that this was the trap game that people talk about. You know, we're playing a really good team that's capable of beating you, and we're just kind of too full of ourselves right now, you know. And I think that came close to weighing into the outcome, but thankfully it didn't. This is a kind of team that you've never really had to motivate, but I could see at crucial points where we begin to rise and we're at our peak, and you know, that part of the season where we're getting better, we want to keep it going upward and not stalemate it or go downward.
The game was also a Wink for Pink event benefiting Pennsbury's Breast Cancer Awareness Club. You can see Jen's full report on our website. Switching to baseball, Archbishop Wood's pitcher kept the Vikings in the game during a tough 3-2 loss to Bonner Prendergast. Sports reporter Dan Duncan got reaction from Wood after the game.
As a team, we're all together towards the end. I mean, chanting and everything. We just got to stick it out, get the next one. I mean, really just execute when we have chances to. I've been trying to work my stamina and all that through the off season and all that, try to build up. That was actually my first complete game as varsity pitcher for Wood. And I mean, that's what I've been trying to do all year, and hopefully games to come I can do that more.
You can follow Dan's high school sports coverage online. Now here's a look at what we're working on in the newsroom. The Bucks County Commissioners are looking at GPS monitoring ankle bracelets as an alternative to jail time for some offenders in the crowded prison system. The board is scheduled to vote on that today, and County reporter Jim McGinnis has background information on our website. A Tuskegee airman from World War II is speaking at Council Rock's Soul Finestone Elementary School. Reporter Chris English is there covering. And finally, also in Council Rock, Rolling Hills Elementary School's principal is keeping his promise to sleep on the school's roof after students raised more than their $10,000 goal at a recent readathon. Keep checking buckscountycouriertimes.com for all of these stories and, of course, updates on your latest local news. I'm Rachel Kennelly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.